Alright, we don't have a creature. I guess we can gamble. We have everything else we need, and as long as we get one creature. Well, hopefully a cheaper creature than that. Welcome everybody, this is Travis at Tpull's Corner. We got a new deck, it's called Conniving Bypass. It's based around the idea of conniving and combining with security bypass so we can connive some more. And already I'm having trouble with my lands, which is disgusting. They made me miss a land drop. They must want me to lose. Oh, never mind. Did he think that was a purposeful thing on my part? Did he think that was a trick? Okay. I guess we'll go show you the deck real quick. I didn't expect to win my first match that quickly. Okay, 61 cards. And let's go into show you 18 creatures, which is about, 3 more than my usual jank, right? 24 lands and 61 cards because one card is a draw card. The normal guy here is Illuminator Virtuoso. There's usually a lot more cards like Shore Up, 1 mana blue spells to drop on them. But I wanted to just experiment more with the Conniving feature itself. So what I did was this. We've got 1 boon of safety. I don't think it's come up yet in my playtesting. 4 Raffine's Guidance, because when you connive, you throw it in the graveyard, and you can cast it again from the graveyard later when you got mana. So that's ideal for this new Capenna mechanic. We've got 1 copy of Shore Up to give creature hexproof when it's most needed. And if you give hexproof to the Virtuoso, he connives. So that's kind of cool. We've got 1 negate and 3 devious cover-ups. I'm not sure if that's 1 too many devious cover-ups and maybe I need to have 2 negates. Just because my playtesting so far, I can end up with this card and I don't have enough mana to cast it because I had to spend my mana on something else. So sometimes it's tough to get devious cover-up going. We got 4 security bypass, which we would love to put on the Virtuoso because it makes him unblockable as long as he attacks alone. You got to remember that. And whenever the creature deals combat damage to a player, it connives. So he'll connive twice on a double strike if he's getting through unblocked. The first strike and then the second strike. So if he's a 1/1 when he hits you the first time, well, ideally with security bypass, you won't have thrown away a land, right? If you connive and you don't throw away land, you get the +1/+1. So let's say he's a 2/2 after the security bypass is put on. He attacks alone, hits your opponent for 2 points, then he connives, and you get him up to a 3/3, so you're dealing 5 points instead of 4 points on that strike. 4 copies of Essence Capture, and what's cool about this is if we've got the Virtuoso down, we can counterspell and make him connive all at once, so it's double duty. We've got Norika Yamazaki, a legendary samurai. Good for a couple things. One, if the Virtuoso doesn't show up, we can put security bypass on her and build her up. But also because she's got vigilance, so if we attack with her, she doesn't tap, and if she's 1/+1/+1 better after the conniving, then she might be a better defender for the next turn. We've got Restoration of Aganja, 1 copy to help us get an extra planes out. It's 3 mana, so it's also an enchantment. So if it's an enchantment, if Yamazaki's out and attacking alone, we could get that back from the graveyard. Here's 61st card. Thirst for Discovery to draw 3. Discard 2 unless you discard a basic land card. 2 Sarah Paragons. You can, once during each of your turns, you can play a land from the graveyard or cast a spell with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. So everything that's a permanent here and below, all of this stuff basically, except for the instants, can come back. So that's kind of cool. And maybe we can use them to connive some more. 3 of the devious cover-ups to get the instants back. What else we got? We've got 4 Psychic Pickpockets. When it enters the battlefield, it connives, and you can return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Looking to get rid of tokens and stuff like that. And Screaming Swarms, which we love to throw in our graveyard because we could put them back into our library anytime we have extra mana. So, our big weakness is things that exile stuff from our graveyard. So let's go in and play a little bit more, and we'll see if the matches can last a little bit longer. We did sort of design the deck with a bunch of, small creatures for the most part. I mean, it's kind of split. We've got half cheap and half expensive. There isn't much middle ground here, right? So they gave us the expensive stuff, but we do have Yamazaki. And we do have a negate, so maybe if they try and do some weird enchantments on turn 2, turn 3 actually, by the time we get the stuff down, maybe we'll have a chance to block it. Let's see, they get to go first, so they're going to get the advantage. We still put the untapped land down so we can cast the negate if we want to. This is probably a aggro deck, small aggro again. Yep, there's Halo Fountain. Forget that noise. Okay, we're going to have to gamble here about no removal because we want to get a board presence. We are at a disadvantage because they got to go first. This gives them a free unfettered round to respond. You come with the Thrall, which is perfect for us, sort of. We'll see. I might have to, for all these swarm decks that we have going up against us, we might have to put in a board wipe somewhere. No blocks. Okay. Security bypass can't be blocked now. And we connive. Our problem is they can destroy this enchantment with Citizen's Crowbar by sacrificing the crowbar. We get rid of the swarm, or do we get rid of Rafine's Guides? Let's get rid of the swarm. And let's cast the guidance. They didn't block anything. Wow. Do they want to sacrifice the crowbar now? It would cost them everybody that they have. They're letting me through. It's gotta hurt. Okay. And next, Screaming Swarm comes in. Because I didn't have anything else to do with the mana, so why the heck not? Hold for ransom. Well, now they can kill me in like 2 turns, right? Isn't it interesting that they had exactly what they needed? Exactly what they needed. The only card really that would have any effect. We knew that card was second, so we have no problems. We're going to return you. So we have one left creature. It doesn't matter, we're dead. They got us with just the one little hold for ransom. Yep, the little puny aggro's got us again. So that's why you want Illuminator Virtuoso to be the first one down, because he works faster. But with the cards I had, I don't know that I could have played that very much differently. It would help if we got to go first on occasion. Our creature costs 5. We're going to mulligan that. Aha. This is more like it. I'll keep this. Let's get rid of a plains, actually. And now we can cast anything we want starting on turn 2 for the next 3 turns at least in a row. Standard deck size for Mr. Willy Wit here. Do we have counter spells? Do you have instant removal? Do you have an ability to do anything other than just sit there while I play with the dog? Or is that a cat? I'll find out someday. He's looking at my guy. Don't look at my guy. I'm not going to do anything. I'm keeping my powder dry for the essence capture. Still does nothing, huh? Let's bring down another one. He's being very patient. I wonder if he's got a board wipe. Got a full hand of spells he's sitting on. Essence capture. Not a land. Anything but a land. Anything but a land. Thank you. Perfect. What else you got? Cammy's Flare, excellent. That's fine. I got him out of range of all the damage spells, and he didn't have a Fading Hope. And we got a card. Vampire's Vengeance. I don't think I put that in a deck really that much. I'm due to make a Vampire Tribal deck. I'm overdue. I've been busy. Been busy making this Conniving bypass deck for starters. Comes in tapped, and it's good. We don't have a 1-mana play anyway. Uh-oh. Ninjutsu. That's a tough deck for us because we can't really counter ninjutsu. We can do Essence Capture. Reality Check. No. We don't have any flyers. That's a problem. We gotta wait till turn 6 to get out a flyer. He still has Reality Check. Okay. We're gonna keep it frosty. We're gonna keep it frosty. We're gonna make good our Devious Cover Up. You need... oh, you can reconfigure with 3. But that takes away the 0/4 blocker. Excellent. I like that. I do, I like it. Because now I can attack you. Take that. Nope. Throw that back in the deck. And he exiles the Tezzeret. Not putting Rafine's Guidance on yet. He might remove one of these, so I want to be able to stick it on somebody who's going to be around. Okay, security bypass starts. Get rid of the swarm. Now I put the guidance on because we know it's going to be good. And it gives me a land. You little puke. You little puke. Fine, we'll just throw this back up in our deck. Land again. How many lands is that? 8 lands to their 6? Oh, they got 7. Okay, we're not too far off, I guess. Ooh. That's a powerful card. It's a big card. Yeah, you're tapped out. You can't do anything to him. Let's have you connive. And I guess we'll throw you up. Attack with you. Connive from the bypass, and it's a land again. You little puke. Could have killed him. And it just gives me nothing but land. I flood out more on this deck than I've ever flooded out on any other deck in my life. At the only times that I don't need lands. This deck gives me land a lot. It's okay. They're gonna do whatever they want. None of the cards work. They need removal. You don't have removal, you're dead. And we won't punish them. We would just end it mercifully. Goldie for Prez. Good game, good player. Needed some type of removal. Even just a Fading Hope would have been good. We got time for more, don't we? I kind of do wish that the games were engineered to go a teensy bit longer, because you don't get to play with the more powerful cards a lot of the time. My Swarm I'm just always throwing in the graveyard. I want to actually get my Swarm out on the battlefield. But the way they design the game these days, with the mission creep and the power creep, the mana creep, it seems like they've decided 6 turns is too long. That if the game's reached six turns, that they're doing something wrong. Somebody should be dead by then. Okay, no plays right away. They gave me a couple of the expensive guys. Let's risk it. We have a board presence, ladies and gentlemen. So do they. And they have card draw, which kind of sucks. But you know what? Let's go and see what they want to do. Get rid of yours. What do you got next? Another one? That's so sweet. What do they care? They got card draw, right? They could care less. Okay, fine. They're chump blocking. They bring down somebody else. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I know I was complaining about flooding out, right? I don't flood out now, right? I flood out later. When I don't need the land, that's when I flood out. They're not giving me the land until I get a Conniver down. As soon as I get a Conniver down, that's when I'll get all the land. I needed a 5th land. You know what? Let's just do this now. They get their card draw again. He had vigilance that time. Okay. Do we want to give our guy... No. No, okay. I just have a sneaky suspicion we need our Devious Cover-Up. They've got 6 mana and 6 cards. The problem is they've still got 4 mana and 5 cards after that one. So we could be having some troubles here. Shoot. That's what I needed to hold it for. I thought Yada was the bigger threat. I'm not going to have enough time to make this up now. See, I needed that 5th land so I could bounce some people and get some tempo. So now what do I do? I guess we're going to do this. Bounce you. Shoot. Look, how many lands do they have? 8 lands to my 5. That's basically the story. And I'm dead. Combo in my hand, could not use it effectively. And putting bypass on Yamazaki wouldn't have been any good. So I guess the misplay is mine.
But I'll fight if I have to.
I needed to let them get away with the cheap spell and realize that they could have had the borrowed time. So maybe this is me that's the mess up here. But I kept wanting the 5th land and didn't get it. I said good game a while ago, right? He's really anxious to play every single card he can. Sometimes I let him do it, but sometimes if they take just way too long, I run out of patience when they can already just run over and hit you for dead. Our opponent is Taco Buns. Alright, we got a creature, we got a counter spell. It's our opponent going first again. Come on, Taco Buns. They mulligan. Tap land. Always play your tap land if you don't have a 1-drop. What are you waiting for? You waiting for that? Rumor Gatherer is dust. Do nothing except keep our Devious Cover up ready. We got more mana than we do. Nope. Throw our Essence Capture back in the deck. You can have that. I got my 5th land. Yeehaw. No, sorry. Rafine's Guidance, right? No, wait. If I get the Illuminator Virtuoso out. Nah, you know what? Still, this is best. That one's best. I can cast that from the graveyard. Throw you back up and attack with Yamazaki. Blammo. Keep the other pickpocket so I can rinse and repeat next turn if I need to. Do you have more expensive creatures? There we go. There we go. Okay. Shoot. All they're going to do is bring her back down. That's okay. And they give me a land. I did not want land right then. I'm trying to connive. Here, go away. And you can attack. Thank you. I needed land earlier so I could 7, so I could bounce her and then essence capture. Oh, you brought down the wrong one. Adeline's the bigger threat. Okay, they wanted to cast 2 spells. Let them scry and draw. It's not a bad thought process. But I'm not scared of any of those. You can only bring a maximum of 4 1/1s. I can deal with some 1/1s. Come on through, that's fine. Bingo. And another one. And we're done. Because you think it's safe to trot out Adeline now. And we're going to get to connive. Right. Or are you going to give more 1/1s out on the field? More 1/1s. Okay. That's fine, actually. This is all working out according to plan. They were thinking about something. Okay, now I have 7 lands. Now, we attack with her. The Ruffine's Guidance goes from casting 3 to 1 because of her ability. I'm willing to make that trade there because you don't have lifelink now. And you cast with Yamazaki's option, and we get to connive. And it's land, you little puke. Now I'm flooding out with the lands. They've been holding on to Adeline for a couple rounds now. When Adeline first came on the scene, she was responsible for a lot of my defeats to any white deck. Just they keep making these 3-drop legendaries that are slightly overpowered. Okay, let's go ahead and try again. Anything but a land. Thank you. Finally, a card that I want. I forgot it does that automatically. I don't need to select it. I don't have anything to do with my mana, so let's throw that back in my library. It makes for an instant conniver for sure if I get a chance. If the card that I draw enables me to connive, I know for sure I'm going to get it's land. Okay, we're going to draw. I guess we'll play. And you can come on through. They take it? That's 8 points of damage. Wow. That's 21 points of damage. Okay, what can we do here? We can take out you. We can block the 5-pointer. And I guess we're sacrificing that one. And we win. Whew. In by the skin of our teeth. Alright, we'll play one more. Ooh, my first defabricate. Nice little, two little options here. Second is counter target activated or triggered ability, which could be very useful. First one is counter target artifact or enchantment spell, which finally gives us blue a good answer for enchantment spells, specifically. Because it exiles it. Oh, that's a good card. I need more of those copies. Blue's already been making kind of a comeback, in my opinion. Oh, did we win too much? We didn't win too much, did we? We've been losing. We've been losing a lot. My opponent is Al Gore? Well, maybe depending on your political leanings, you're gonna decide who you're going to root for in this particular match. Do you love Al Gore or do you hate Al Gore? Either way, we're going to counter whatever creature he tries to put down, because we got essence capture to spare. We're getting our lands early on. That's kind of strange. Are you having trouble with your lands, sir? I don't have any protection for any of these. We'll put a little canary in the coal mine out there. Should I start trotting out Democrat jokes now? Al Gore, typical Democrat, doesn't do a thing. He tried to do something. It backfired. Typical Democrat. I got a million of them. They're all variations on the same thing. Two mana open for essence capture again. Hopefully he thinks Yamazaki is the bigger threat, because it is 4 power versus 1. Mishra. He's tapped out. 3, 4, 5. I would need one more to make that work. Here I can connive now. And I already knew I had the swarm to do it. Now I've got the pockets. Now I've got the pickpockets. That's 10 points of damage. You can kill one, but you probably can't kill both. Enters the battlefield from your graveyard, okay, but he's not doing that from the graveyard. You can throw this up. Swarm goes back again, and he knows it was going to throw the dragon engine back up into his hand, and that would be lethal. Alright. Well, can we get our 15th win? We'll try it. We're gonna lengthen this out a teensy bit for you guys. It's always a nice bit of symmetry if you can end your video on your 15th win, right? Got to get that gold for the day. I won't turn this into a long video. I don't want to lose 4 times in a row and think of, oh, the next one I'll get it. The next one I'll get it. I'll start sounding like a gambling addict. Oh, by the way, we beat Al Gore. So people either love me more than ever or hate me now. Because this country is split almost down the middle, isn't it? One way or the other. See, that Brothers War spell wouldn't have stopped 1 mana enchantment sagas. Gross. Okay, so he's managed to get 2 spells out in 2 turns, and I've got nothing. And I've got a lot of counterspells. This is Blue's problem. If they don't go first. I can stop that one at least. He really went for cheap aggro, didn't he? Bunch of 1 mana, 2 mana casting spells. Yeah, I might have to squeeze a oh, look, there's Boon of Safety. That's the first time that showed up in like 12 matches. I do need a creature eventually, people. And another plains would have been helpful. But not right this second. I do need a creature. That is not a creature. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. And this is when you start to think 18 creatures in your deck just may not be enough. But he had the perfect opening, right? 1 drop, 2 drop. If you don't have a board wipe, or if you're not playing like black or red removal, it gets to be a little difficult. What is he waiting for? Are you going to cast something during my turn? I'm not used to people roping me when I'm losing like this. Usually they're really excited to press home their advantage. Like a horse trying to run home. Did they go away from keyboard? Are you AFK, sir? Can I make third cat flip? Okay. Am I going to win by default? I kind of don't really like to win by default. I'd rather actually just have fun playing the game. Even if I'm losing, at least I'm playing. And oh, there we go. He's around. I get this vision that he's actually playing games on his cell phone and looking up every 30 seconds or so and making a click and then going back to whatever was distracting him. And look, they actually had a 3-drop. That is not a creature. We're done. It wasn't really a great game. I never got a creature. Alright. Well, we'll show you the deck one more time. It's obviously not perfect. But if you want a bunch of quick matches, this one can be quick, especially if you get the Virtuoso and the Skirty Bypass in your opening hand. These two together can end a game really, really quick. So Devious Cover-Up may be too expensive, and maybe I need something more like a Fading Hope or more Shore Ops. Maybe it's too much to have 8 expensive creatures in here. But, you know, I've seen the Virtuoso decks with Bypass that have just like 4 Shore Ups and 4 Fading Hopes and, you know, just a whole bunch of 1-drops. And I get a little bored by that, so I wanted to mix it up a little bit. And I liked the Conniving mechanic and just try and explore how far out we could extend it. So I enjoy this deck. I'm going to keep it. Let me know what you would do to change it. In the meantime, remember to like and subscribe. And thanks for joining us. Have a good one.